Hello and welcome to a new video, and today's video we're going to take a look at quite a cheap team, other than I guess Electrode. Electrode cost you 50,000 to unlock the next charge move, but today we're going to take a look at a Pokemon that I said already is going to be very strong, and it is definitely very strong. It's going to be the Alolan variant of Graveler as a Shadow variant, and not with a Volt Switch. Volt Switch is the incorrect moveset on this Pokemon. I don't know why PvPoke still has Volt Switch on there. Like, I looked it up as well. Like, the win rate I think changes to like 80% in the 1 shield scenario, and like even higher I think in the 2 shield scenario or something like this, if you just change the moveset from Volt Switch to Rock Throw. And here, of course, we see like a little bit of the weird bug that's currently happening in the LilyKatchum. But yeah, this Pokemon has so much fast move pressure, has a solid typing, you just have to play it right. And I'm not too sure if I played it right here today, I have to say that. I feel like there would have been some other options that I could have done in order to make it a bit easier to play. Maybe a different Saysop. There was a Pokemon that I have in mind that I wanted to use, which we very likely gonna see on my girlfriend's channel eventually as well. We will play it together anyway, so like definitely check that one out. We have definitely plans to showcase that Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know. Electrode was mostly the weakest link here on the team. It was still fun to play, don't get me wrong, but there are better alternatives for sure. So anyway, it's going to be again very fast battles here. We have like 13 battles or something in here today, and we have a 40-minute video. It means like basically an average of around like 2 minutes for a battle, if even. I think below 2 minutes to be fair. And honestly, I enjoy this cup. It is very much enjoyable for me to have that fast battles. And I don't know how it is for you. Like, have you given this cup a try yet? Like, have you tried it out yet? How did you feel it? There are definitely some Pokemon that are now going to be a little bit more popular now, where also Smeargle is banned. Like, this is the first time where like I have the information as well for the video that Smeargle is apparently not there at all. Like, it has been not available. The last time I was like, oh yeah, I haven't seen a single Smeargle in like 10 battles, because it was actually not even on the list of allowed Pokemon. And this hasn't changed since, and like the cup is now out for basically 24 hours. So yeah, basically I'm fairly certain that Smeargle is going to not be allowed for the rest of this cup as well, which makes the cup so much more better, so much more balanced, and still very, very fast. And as we will see here as well, we're going to have the Armora coming in against us. We're going to be able to go for a Swift, trying to get a shield from the opponent. That maybe I think it's going to be a Wild Charge. Exactly, that's what's going to happen here as well. We can let the move go through, and basically what we try to focus on here is try to knock out the opponent with the Rock Throw variant of Alolan Graveler. What kind of thing do you have to do for this Pokemon to work is you kind of need to get rid of the potential Ground-type Pokemon from the opponent. This is super important. You need to get rid of the Ground-type Pokemon, otherwise you don't have really a chance of winning this battle. As you guys see here, against the opponent's Armora, we're actually gonna go for a bit of a risky play, maybe not an ideal play, of going for the Aerial Ace and going for another Aerial Ace straight away afterwards, but this actually worked out quite well, because we were able to get both through, we were able to get the opponent super low, and we're gonna be able to also knock them out with a Rock Blast here, and we're gonna be able to move on to the next opponent. For this team, I can definitely say that yeah, basically you don't actually need a second charge move on the Graveler. I have not used a single time Thunderbolt. It would also have access to Stone Edge, which I also would not really recommend, because you have enough rock type coverage already. So actually for Graveler you don't need a second charge move. For Electrode you mostly do need a little bit of a second charge move. Basic idea behind this team as well is you have a flying type Pokemon in the lead, which is going to be able to beat most of the ground type Pokemon. We're going to have a Saysop of an electric type Pokemon to bait them out. That also has the part typing of Grass, which takes the neutral hits from Mud Slappers while still having Energy Ball to punish them. Of course here we're going to see that this Pikachu is going to use a shield there. We're going to get another Aerial Ace off to knock them out. It all depends on what the opponent is going to have in the back here. Let's see what it is going to be. We're going to have the Jolting. So it's going to be a great matchup here, right? Let's take a look at this one. Yes, of course, they're going to survive with 1 HP, but they only have resisted hits, so we should be able to win this battle here, right? Nope, and they win with 1 HP in a dream. That's the thing as well for today's battles. Of course, everything is really, really fast here today. Great lead force here, great Saysop. Honestly, Fletchinder was really, really nice. The one thing that is just very weird is when like certain Pokemon come in here, Fletchinder just disappears for the fast moves. Like, okay, no, I cannot really show it because they have the Vigoroth though. They very like let the move go through. Oh, they actually use a shield, but look at, this Pokemon was just literally just gone, which is hilarious. Like, where's Fletchinder? I have no idea. But Basically, this Pokemon is really good. Flacinda, I would really recommend you. It's very cheap to build as well. 10k second charge move unlock. No legacy moves. Not really like a Pokemon where you need a lot of power-ups as well. And this is the thing as well. You have currently extra Stardust for doing your Battle League battles. Rather invest like a little bit of Stardust and like cheap Pokemon where there are a lot of them that function really well. For example, for Golbat, you don't need the second charge move. Like, you don't really need this. You have Brick Breaker that you can use, you have Shadow Punch that you can use. Depending on what you want, both of them are totally fine because your main bread and butter is going to be Mud Slap. And yeah, basically just try to get the most amount of wins into it because you get wins super fast here. I honestly really enjoy this meta. I feel like this is one of the best metas we had in ages, which is super weird because it's a Little Cup, but it's the first Little Cup in ages where there is no Shackle, there is no Bronzong, there is no, like, I don't know, like anything here, to be fair, that is going to be very scary for us. Like, it is really, like, there's nothing bulky, which is really fun. Like, I just really enjoy the cup currently. I have to say, there's very likely going to be now a video for this cup every single day, at least once. I want to try to do some Master League and some of this meta at the same time, because I just truly enjoy it. It's literally something I haven't really been saying for any of the recent leagues, because it's all been like around like Clodsire and those bulky Pokemon or whatever. And it's just fun to play this weird meta here, where bulky boys are like completely gone, and we just have squishy Pokemon that are the star of the show. So I really enjoy this one. Like, it's so good that they decided to ban Smeargle like last second there. I feel like that's a great decision by Niantic. Here I should have went for the Flame Charge most likely a bit earlier. Oh wait, yeah, exactly. I have Annihilate. It doesn't really matter. Annihilate is going to counter us down. There's nothing that I can do here. Flame Charge is coming through. We are not going to be able to win this battle. Next one, Miltank. Miltank is going to be an interesting one for sure. This Pokemon is going to have Tackle here. In comes Cottony. We're getting kind of hard-walled here, but it's okay. We're going to have Swift, but just doing some neutral damage still. Very unlikely that we're going to be able to get a shield from the opponent here, though, because, yeah, they just have the superior bulk. And we're at least going to be able to go ahead and go for an Energy Ball, which does more damage. And we can go for the full farm down with Flacinda. Flacinda, better than, for example, the pre-evolution, is going to have the fire typing, which is going to give you the resistance to the grass, as well as the fairy typing of the opponent's Cottony, which is really important. Here we will see as well, we swap out into our Graveler, in comes a Joltik. We are not going to be able to knock them out in time, but we're going to be able to go for the full farm down here after using a shield. And honestly, Joltik is one of the Pokemon I want to take a look at as well. I feel like this Pokemon has a lot of potential just with the neutral Sucker Punch. It is a very hard hitting, and maybe we want to see this on the channel as well. In comes here the Body Slam from the opponent. That's going to be fine for us because we're just going to try to go for the full farm down with our Flacinda, and we're going to go for the big Flame Charge just to boost our own attack, and we can knock them out in 2 more hits. Moving on to the next one, we're going to have Pikachu Libra in the lead. That's going to be a matchup where you want to stay in for 5 turns basically, 5 fast moves from the opponent, and then swap out to catch the Thunder Punch, which is going to be very interesting here because we're going to have the resistance, and also we're going to outspeed now the opponent. They actually would have been able to CMP onto this move, but any move afterwards, we're always going to be able to win this matchup, which is a great thing about Electrode and the pacing for Swift, because Swift is always like basically 4 fast moves. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun here for this meta, as we will see as well. We have a Body Slam coming in, Swift coming through here, getting the shield. And I'm actually going to decide to let the move go through, because now I can get either energy again on my lead, which I'm most likely going to do here to get to another Flame Charge later on. Or like, of course, I could use my Pokemon in the back, which I'm going to use now, Graveler. Sadly, we are going to get hard-walled here, and I should just go straight for the Flame Charge, which I didn't do. This is a mistake. If I went straight for the Flame Charge, maybe I had a chance here because I would have been able to knock them out, but I didn't, and that is most likely a mistake by me. We are now shield down. Maybe I had a chance of winning this one if I could outspeed them there. I very likely could have outsped them there because I don't do as much damage as the Golett, but it is what it is. Great lead force, great save swap. I don't know why people are running Vigoroth here, most likely because I have it built from already previous seasons, but I wouldn't really recommend you to go for Vigoroth. Vigoroth still has some play, don't get me wrong, like its Pokemon is like that garbage, but as you're gonna see as well, it is not great. Again, it's not as great as it was before. In comes the Ninetales, and I'm definitely clearly gonna take this one as I can go for the Flame Charge, boost myself up. I'm gonna go for the full, not full farm, I have to go for the Aerial Days before, but this would knock them out if they let the move go through, which they decide to do, and now it's going to be an Altaria in the back, which is going to be weak to our Rock Throw variant of Graveler. And it's just like so fast for those battles. We're gonna have a horrible lead here. We're gonna swap out straight away into our electric type Electrode. Let's see what they're gonna swap into. They don't swap into anything, and they can go for a Swift, trying to unaligne the switch clock, which rarely really makes a difference here. But also, it's very likely just going to be a Bubble Beam from the opponent, which we can take, as they're gonna go for exactly that. They're gonna swap onto the Pikachu. I am gonna go for the Energy Ball here. I think this is not the, it's not the normal Pikachu that you would see all the time. They go for the, they get the defense drop here, which is a little bit annoying for them. To be fair, never mind, I don't make a mistake. I should have not farmed them down because, yes, I'm going to be able to survive it anyway. And then they have the Clapper in the back. They have this wheel, the Clapper. Look at him, he's clapping around. We're going to use a shield here, of course, against the opponent's move. I think it's Body Slam as well. Yeah, it's Body Slam, but you kind of just want to go for the full farm down. Super effective Rock Throw, and just a few more are going to be enough to knock them out here. We're actually going to go down here, weirdly enough, but one more fast move is enough to knock out the Ducklet. Another Ducklet is going to come in against us next game as well. We're going to see the swap out onto the Cottony, so we're getting Hard Walled here from the opponent. Swift is going to connect here. Wild Charge would be kind of cool. Wild Charge does the most amount of damage, I think, from Electrode's move. But yeah, we're going to see here the shield is maybe coming up against us, hopefully. Maybe they don't. Okay, they don't. And we sadly just barely miss out on another Swift, which is going to be unfortunate, but we should be able to take a hit from the Cottony if they can get to a move here, which they can by 1 HP in the Dream, which is quite annoying, but it is what it is. Seabum is coming through, and we see the full farm down from us. We have to swap out basically straight away because it's Ducklet, and they're going to have the Chinchou in the back. That's actually kind of playable for us. But I have to hope basically that I'm going to be able to go for the full farm down here against the opponent without them getting to another move. This is very important that we can do this, and we can't. They survived just barely because of the Bubble Beam. Of course, very likely that they had Spark on their Pokemon there, but as we will see as well, we have the kind of awkward situation here there. I kind of would like to get some more energy in instead, but I cannot swap out yet, and I need to swap out eventually in order to reset the debuff that we have on our Graveler, but also to get maybe to an Aerial Ace here to knock out the opponent. And yes, we are running Aerial Ace and not Fly. Fly is also an option on the Flinchinder, and is going to be the recommended move and does more damage, which would have helped here in this case for sure. But it is also worse in terms of the pacing that you have, and that's why I decided to go for the Aerial Ace instead, and we're still going to be able to win this battle anyway. This is going to be an awkward matchup because we cannot swap out of here. We have a Say-Swap basically that is not going to be that good against it. And so we're going to go for the Aerial Ace, which is very likely going to force a shield from the opponent, as they don't really want to get rid of their Marowak yet. I could let the move go through here and just keep 2 shields from my backline, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. They go for the Bone Club. It's not going to be enough to knock us out, but they can go for the full farm down, which is arguably worse for us. We can go for the full farm down though as well. Now we have a shield advantage, but we have a Golden in the back, which is going to be just a bit too tough as the Chinchou comes in. I should have just went straight for the Energy Ball there. I decided to go for a shield now, and now I make another big mistake, to be fair. I should have went for the undercharge here. I should have just went for the undercharge. I decided to go for the full charge there. I should have just went for like half of it or something. I would have been able to fully farm them down, which would have been my only way of winning this one, because as you're gonna see here, I can get the bait done correctly, but do I have another move stored? I am 1 away here, which is really unfortunate, and with this I'm going to lose the battle. If I play a little bit differently, I definitely had a good chance of winning this one. And after so many battles, we're already in the final one here. Again, like most of the losses that we had with this team could have been avoided if I played a bit different. But again, we have like basically battles here that take 1.5 minutes. And you just have to think in like a very fast pace, and as you most likely still know as well, I am currently quite sick, and yeah, it is maybe not ideal to play Go Battle League when you're sick, but it is what it is, especially when it's so fast as in this matter. But no excuses here, we're going to still have a very solid team. I think this team has a ton of potential, and I would really recommend you to give this team a try as well. We're going to be able to see here as well that we are going to see the opponent going for an Ancient Power. And we're gonna be able to now knock out the Amura. What do they have in the back? I don't know. We have, a Sand Slash. And we're going to have a great matchup here as well with the Fletchinder. They're going to go into the Pikachu. That's going to be a very, very tough one to still win though. I think we kind of screwed up for ourselves. I should have went for the charge move here straight away with the Fletchinder. I think I had the Aerial Ace stored. But here's what it is. We're going to see here that we are barely going to lose a final battle. Again, I feel like I could have done a better job with the Graveler. I feel like in Elite, this Pokemon has way more potential. So definitely something I would maybe gonna take a look again in the future, and I will see you then. Bye bye.